So this unboxing is more books from Publisher Spotlight, a service of Myrick Marketing and Media. I got 2 huge boxes, and so it's going to be like 6 or 8 videos to kind of cover them all. So we'll just get started and do as many as we can. So this book is called Princess Arabella at the Museum by Mylo Freeman. And, oh, how cool. You see like the Mondrian art in the dress. And, oh, the end paper is cool. I love books that introduce art to kids. This looks like it really does it in a really accessible way. The publisher is Cassava Publishing, Feeding the African Imagination. That's super cool. And so it's Princess Arabella. I don't know if this is a series, but she is going to a museum. Oh, I actually saw this spider-like creature outdoors in a museum in, I think it might have been Ottawa. It was definitely Canada. And it was huge like that. And so it's basically, it just feels like you're visiting a museum and learning about art. And it's art that you can find, you know, I think in, like most museums have a variety. That looks like a Jeff Koons. And then, oh, you can see the Alexander Calder sculpture. But this looks great. I love it. I love anything with art, and I like how it's characters, and everyone here is a prince or princess. She, you know, her friends, and they're definitely from all different nationalities, which is wonderful. And here she is. She fits right in. Yeah, great. It's kind of a visiting museum. All right, the next one is called Migrants by Issa Watanabe. It is from Gecko Press. And the cover, you see these animals, and they look sad. But they're not like rushing, they're just sad. It's the end paper. And this one looks like the bird has like some kind of death-like creature. And here's a suitcase. It looks like death is stalking him. So this is a wordless picture book. He finds this little case, purse, or whatever. He just picks it up and follows them. Oh, and now they're rushing. They're rushing to get on. I don't know, is it a boat? It is a boat. And then now they're in the water. The boat broke. Wow. And then at the end, it goes from the gray flowers into the beautiful red flowers. That's a powerful story told with 0 words about migrating. Let me turn around so it's so bright there. The next book is Starting Over at Sunset Park. The story is by Jose Pelaez and Lynn McGee. Pictures by Bianca Diaz. And so where is this? This looks like we can see a view of New York City, because I can see the Statue of Liberty. So on the other side, with a view of this, I don't know, is that Brooklyn or is that? It is Brooklyn! Yay! So it's an 8-year-old immigrant who only speaks a little bit of English. Tilbury House is the publisher. So, you know, you compare that with the migrant story. This is a new family immigrating to the United States and living in Brooklyn. But it's just like so bright and cheerful. Like, look at the colors of the illustrations. And, you know, kind of this whole adjustment, being homesick and learning a new language. So she comes from a Spanish-speaking country. It might be listed in here, but there's definitely Spanish words sprinkled throughout, which is great. Here we see masks. We learn more about Brooklyn. It also feels like it's like a longer picture book than usual. I'm not sure. But it's definitely about immigration. And it looks like it covers like a pretty long chunk of period to settle in. Anyway, it looks great. It looks very, it's a really vibrant and looks like it might end up being like a happy story at the end. The next one is How I Survived 4 Nights on the Ice by Serapio Ittusardjuat, illustrated by Matthew Hoddy. This looks like it could be an Inuit story. And definitely an adventure, because it looks like, okay, the publishers Inhabit Media, because definitely surviving on ice in a harsh climate is not easy. So here we have an igloo, and almost, it's like a graphic novel format, which is really interesting. And about basically, you know, what you have to do to stay alive in someplace so cold. It's not easy. It's super realistic. Like literally, this is what this person did to survive, and it worked. And also, it's not easy. But like kids who like that I Survived series, also kids who like graphic novels, that is a great fit. And it isn't, and it's a picture book graphic novel. Okay, the last one for this video will be The Good Germ Hotel, Meet Your Body's Marvelous Microbes by Kim Sung-hwa and Kwon Su-jin, illustrated by Kim Ryung-eon. So I kind of joked to my husband that like every human were like an ecosystem for microbes and all kinds of creatures that live inside us and even outside of us, even though that might be freak some people out to think about it like that. But then this book pops along, and here it is, definitely the same story, that our body is full of germs, but they're good bacteria, and it's, you know, we're like the host, we're like the tree, you know, or we're like the planet that hosts these living creatures. Okay, so this, you get a sense of the illustration, definitely more of a panels like graphic novels, but definitely kind of like a cartoon-like style, but full of information in a fun, you know, sort of kind of draws kids in, especially kids who like, you know, like Adventure Time. It has a real Adventure Time illustration vibe to me. But it looks like it's informational and entertaining, which is always a great combination. It's a STEM book, but it feels like a graphic novel, and it feels like a cartoon. So hopefully this is a book that kids read and they're learning without even realizing it. Okay, well, I just want to say thank you to Myrick Marketing and Media for sending me all these books. I'm slowly getting through them all, and I know I'm very behind. And thank you all for watching.